Hi everybody, I'm artist Julie Pritchard. I'm here today with some of my favorite texture and mark making tools that I've been using. Honestly, you guys, anything that you can pick up can become a texture or a mark making tool. These are some of my favorites that I've collected over the years. Catalyst makes these awesome rubber spatula things. They clean up. I don't clean mine, obviously, but when you're using heavy-bodied paints, it's really easy to get a nice mark with one of those tools, just like that. The tools also, this is also Catalyst. I don't use this one very much because just the way that this fits in my hand is much more comfortable to me. And I also think that the marks that the first one makes are a little bit more deliberate. I like that pattern better. But you can see something like this is also an interesting thing to have. You can wipe these off easily with a baby wipe or just a rag. When the paint's dried, it comes right off. Check your local hardware store for things like this. This is a paintbrush cleaner, so check the painting aisle and also where they sell trowels and things like that. Something like this makes a really good line. Smaller lines. Something like this when the tips are super small and for things that are generally not really used for mark making in art purpose specifically, a heavy body paint is going to react much more visibly with something like this. So you can see here I'm applying some heavy body paint mixed with a fluid acrylic here so that the coverage is much thicker. Anything that's rubber is going to scratch really nicely into the paint. I also like this because I can drag it and create this like dry brush texture situation over here. Cheap and Cheerful plastic palette knife. Also really good. Pretty much anything that's metal and that's broken, I kind of just dump into my pencil drawer here. So just random marks, things like that. Anything, any blunt object will work. These are also another rubber scraper. They're a super small tip. These work really nicely to get paint up also. Look at this. Let's get the lighter color here. You can see this. And also what I also end up using a lot are just my crayons because when the artist crayons, you don't really have to have any concern about dragging them through wet paint because you can just run them through a sharpener again to get the paint off if they should impede the color that's coming out of here. And for a sharpener, I just use this here and put it right here. It works really well and I don't lose too much of the crayon. Never underestimate the mark making potential of a standard household 2B pencil. Those are my tips, some of my tricks for you today. Thanks for tuning in. For a list of my online workshops and extensive teaching catalog, please visit juliepritchard.com. I'm always happy to hear from you. Leave your comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks everybody. See you soon.